My goodness. The two greatest leaders in our generation met once again. Lovely people, check your screen and tell me what is happening. If today is your first time coming across us, this is not, I said it is not the content creating platform. All right, we are not creating content. This is a platform that connects Africans together, both at home and in the diaspora, in one spirit and with one accord. Mentally, we are all fighting towards one goal. Lovely people, check your screen and tell me what we are seeing. What do you see on your screen? Our own captain, Ibrahim Traore, has landed in Russia. And I'll tell you all the details. How he went there, and when he got there, things that went on, and his first meeting, and my goodness, I got you covered. You see, you can see that I'm in a very high spirit. You understand? Beautiful. Well, all right. Anyway, our own captain, Ibrahim Traore, just landed in Russia, touched down in Russia, as you are seeing. President Ibrahim Traore attended the Russia's 80th Victory Day celebration as guest of honor. He did not go there just as a visitor who went there to see things. No, he was invited as distinguished, or let me say, guest of honor. And lovely people, you'll be surprised the kind of game that the European Union, EU, pulled out in regards to leaders going to this particular meeting. The funniest game ever in the history of the world. I'm telling you, I'll fill you in. So just as you are seeing Ibrahim Traore, that is Ibrahim Traore currently in Moscow, Russia. And this is an official visit for him to take part in one of the major international events, the 80th anniversary of Russia's victory in the Second World War. And before I tell you what went on at his arrival, his first meeting, and the rest that follow, the security of Ibrahim Traore is something that Burkina people don't joke with. So he going there, even the population, is something that people don't, because of his security, people were concerned about him going there because of the issue happening between these two guys. So his security was topmost to the people of Burkina Faso and the entire continent, actually. This is the only leader when he's about to travel, we are all shaking, okay? So the authority of Burkina Faso need to release a press, explaining to the citizens why it is needed for Captain Ibrahim Traore to practically attend this meeting. So a press was released by the authority of Burkina Faso on the 8th regarding his visit. And on the 8th, he touched down in Russia. So the press was released in French. So I translated it, and let me read a brief portion of it, and then we will down into detail. Now, press released by Communication Department of Burkina Faso. The headlines say, 80th anniversary of the great Russian victory. Captain Traore, distinguished guest in Moscow. My goodness. Now, the president of Faso, head of state, His Excellency Captain Ibrahim Traore, arrived in Moscow, the capital of the Russian Federation, where he would take part on May 9th, 2025, in the commemoration of the 80th anniversary of the victory of the Soviet people over the Nazi invaders, the Great Patriotic War from 1941 to 1945. Indeed, it was on May 9th, 1945, that Russia announced its victory over the Nazism in World War II. And ever since, the Russian people have celebrated this historic triumph every year in view of the strong partnership ties between our country and the Russian Federation. And at the invitation of the Russian authority, the president of Faso, head of state, His Excellency Captain Ibrahim Traore, will attend the great victory festivities alongside his counterpart, His Excellency Mr. Vladimir Putin, and several other heads of state. This is according to the communication department of the presidency of Burkina Faso. They need to explain to the citizens for them to understand that because of our relationship and what the celebration actually represent, a fight against imperialism, let's just put it like that. Because of that, we are also in the same fight. And between these two countries, we have good relations and good collaboration. So our president or your president need to attend and respect this invitation. So lovely people, Traore is now at this high level international meeting, not just as a leader who went there. There are a lot of leaders who went there, but Traore went there as distinguished. When you say distinguished, go and check it. Or guest of honor. I never knew African leaders can be respected. And do you know what? This year's celebration marking the 80th anniversary is one of the highly symbolic moment in global history. So President Traore, invited by the Russian authorities to attend this year commemoration as distinguished guest, is a great honor to Africa. The man commanded respect from everybody. Everybody. The man, his action is commanding respect. Now, in regards to the security issues surrounding Captain Ibrahim Traore, among all the leaders that were present, lovely people, world leaders that went there, family, Captain Ibrahim Traore's security was the topmost priority. When you check, this is just about how he went there and things that went on at his arrival and all that. After they are done with everything, all the details, this platform will provide it for you. In regard to security, family, Traore did not just flew and land in Russia. His aircraft was guided so that nothing happened to him, so he can land safely, and his return is going to be guided straight back home, because nothing can happen to him. If something happened to this man, you touch the entire Africa. So his security, among all the leaders that were present or that went there, his security is the topmost priority compared to the rest of the leaders. I'm telling you, I never knew African leaders can also be respected. This is the first time something like this is happening in Africa. Should I raise my shoulder again? No, let me drop it down for the meantime. Let's go forward. So he going there, he's expected to join Russian President Vladimir Putin and other world leaders at the Victory Day parade and other related diplomatic engagement in Moscow. During his stay in Moscow, President Traore is scheduled to hold a private meeting with Vladimir Putin. So the meeting is scheduled for the two leaders, private meeting scheduled for the two leaders to discuss key strategic topics, which include the first one is bilateral cooperation and in security and economic development. Number two, multilateral effort involving the Sahel region and international institutions. The third one is support and collaboration within the emerging global alliances like BRICS Plus and the Sahel State Confederation. Additionally, another meeting is scheduled between Captain Traore and the people of the AES living in Russia. So unlike other African leaders where they will go to a country and then when they are done, they take the dollar in their pocket and then poof back to their country. No. Captain Ibrahim Traore will also meet citizens of the Federation of the Sahel State AES living in Russia. Not only Burkinabe, but the AES, and it includes Burkinabe students living in Russia, professionals and other members of the West African community in Moscow. And what is the purpose of the meeting? Why is he meeting them? The meeting will serve to update them on development back home and strengthen their connection with the country's new Pan-African vision. Because majority of the people living abroad or outside Africa, they have lost hope in Africa and lose interest in coming to invest. They don't have interest in coming to invest in their country. No, because of how things are going on, people just feel comfortable in the diaspora. So one of the calls Captain Ibrahim Traore have been making is calling back the people to come and invest home, because home is home. Nothing, you can't change that. So he's going to meet these people and update them on development going on, the progress of Burkina Faso, and call them back to come and invest in Burkina Faso, because Burkina Faso is safe for investment right now, regardless of what everybody say. And before I tell you about his first diplomatic meeting shortly after his arrival and things that went on, let me pause and make you understand that European Union practically prevented some leaders from going to this meeting. Because of this meeting, they closed the Baltic's airspace. The world leaders that are supposed to travel to Russia for this particular event, some cannot go through this chairman's country because of the issues surrounding both of them. So some of the leaders need to go through different routes. Those routes were closed, especially the Baltic airspace. It was closed against world leaders traveling to Russia for this event. So for you to understand that some people are not happy with this meeting, and they even use chairman to scare the leaders who want to attend this meeting. Chairman said their safety is not guaranteed if they appear there. And because of these threats around the environment and the atmosphere, chairman also took the security of his visitors to the highest level. So all of them are protected. But I'm telling you that the protection of Captain Ibrahim Traore, his security protocols for him to get there is too loud. The way they protected him from home to the meeting, you can't touch him. You dare not get closer, lovely people. I never knew African leaders can actually be respected. So shortly after his arrival in Moscow, in grand style, he was warmly welcomed. And I don't know what happened, but family, where is your president? Why is your president not invited? At least just invited just as a guest. Traoré command respect to be invited as guest of honor, distinguished guest. But we didn't see the Nigerian president. I'm a little bit surprised of the fact that I heard that the South African president, who is also a BRIC member, may not be there. I don't know if he changed his mind later, but that is what I heard according to information. He may not be there. So looking at the things, I didn't even see him there. So I'm surprised why he is not there. But well, details will come out to confirm that. And William Ruto, the Pan-African the Pan-African in opposition, who became a puppet in power, he too was not there. The Ghanaian president, the Cameroon president, Uganda president, African leaders, our Africans, where are your leaders, the rest of the leaders? Traoré, a young man who just popped up 2 years ago, went there not as just as visitors or a visitor, but he represented us as distinguished guests. His leadership command this respect. Ibrahim Traore, when he got there, he held his first diplomatic audience with President Nicolas Maduro of Venezuela. The two leaders met in a warm and cordial atmosphere. President of Venezuela was so happy of seeing, that's the video there, of seeing Captain Ibrahim Traore. He expressed deep admiration for Traore's leadership and Burkina Faso's pursuit of sovereignty and justice. And according to the president, where this is what he said: we are very happy to meet President Traore. Our nations share the same fight for freedom and dignity. Africa and South America are not strangers. We are brothers and sisters from the same root. I don't know if we should agree that we are truly brothers and sisters. The comment association will reveal the detail and tell us the truth. So in the comment, let us know. So what is the purpose of the meeting between Captain Ibrahim Traore and the president of Venezuela? The meeting aimed to reinforce ties between Burkina Faso and Venezuela, while also highlighting the broader goal of uniting the global south. The fact is, both nations have been vocal about the need for more just and multipolar world order, where emerging nations have equal voices in global decision making. So they had a meeting and they have their talk. The invitation to Captain Ibrahim Traore reflects the growing partnership between Burkina Faso and Russia. Over the past years, we know the two countries have deepened cooperation in areas like defense, energy, education, and diplomacy. President Traore's presence in Moscow is not just symbolic. It represents Burkina Faso's increasing efforts to diversify in their international partnership and to reduce dependence on Western powers. This is a new chapter in Pan-African diplomacy. This visit, lovely people, is not just a ceremonial act. It symbolizes a growing resistance among formerly colonized nations to global systems that have historically marginalized them. Under Traore's leadership, Burkina Faso is embracing a new era defined by dignity, partnership, and Pan-African strength. Why are other leaders of Africa not invited? Where are they? We can't see them. Did you see your leader? No, I didn't see mine. This is what we are talking about, lovely people. Ibrahim Traore has become one of the most important leaders in not just in Africa, but in the entire world. This is a plus to Africa. Today, we can say that there is a nation in Africa respected by all, regardless. Today, we can say that there is a leader in Africa going outside Africa and was invited as distinguished guest. Distinguished, it means he is different from all the leaders. He is much more special than all the leaders that are coming. Distinguished. Family, joy like a river, joy like a river. Hey, joy like a river in my soul. Hey, hey. Joel, like, don't go and those of you who have been sharing the video, please don't go and share this part. This part is not part of the video. Don't go and disgrace me over there that I'm singing. No, it's not part of the video. But I'm just happy. So, lovely people, don't worry. After they are done, I believe the next video is going to cover all the details, everything you need to know. So stay tuned. Respect.